Some new rumors have been going around about what's next for Roman Reigns, so we'll take a look at what's the latest with him. We'll also check out what made Liv Morgan cry, AJ Mendez's wrestling return, and more. Let's start things off with the latest news and rumors with Roman Reigns. Roman's successful title defense at Clash at the Castle was a shocking win to most fans. Everyone was sort of expecting Drew McIntyre to finally be the one to end Roman's title reign. But Roman survived and will live to fight another day. And like we discussed right after Clash at the Castle, Roman holding on to at least his Universal title all the way until WrestleMania 39 is starting to look like a realistic possibility. Back in August, it was reported that USA Network was constantly pushing WWE to give them an interim world champion on Raw if Roman's double title reign isn't ending anytime soon. And you could sort of understand where USA Network is coming from, because they were screwed the most for when it comes to the unification of both WWE world titles. Roman is basically holding the Raw world title hostage and not making any Raw appearances at all. So it was reported over the summer that USA Network was pushing for WWE to give them some answers and compensate them with a temporary champion until everything with Roman is over and done with. WWE never created that interim championship, but rumors of the unified title splitting up has been a constant reoccurring topic over the last few weeks. Some fans thought WWE would probably have Roman only put one title on the line against Drew McIntyre, and how Drew could have beaten him for that one title, then take it to Raw, but that didn't happen. Then there's been all these other little fan theories and rumors about possible scenarios to split up the titles, but nothing continues to happen. So, could Roman hold on to his Universal title until WrestleMania season? It's a possibility. If Roman is going to lose any of the titles before WrestleMania season, it would appear that it would be the WWE title that can move back to Raw. Common sense and logic tells us that maybe the title split could happen before Survivor Series. If WWE continues with the usual brand supremacy, Raw vs. SmackDown theme for the Survivor Series event, then Roman has to lose that WWE title somehow, some way before that event. Because the traditional main event of the last few years has always been Raw champion versus SmackDown champion. Roman has both those titles. So unless he's going to face himself at Survivor Series, then something should happen before that event. As far as the latest rumors for the immediate future of Roman Reigns goes, reports claim he's scheduled to make scattered appearances on SmackDown throughout the next few months. But the conflicting reports start kicking in for when it comes to Roman's next title defense. It's already being reported that Roman will not be at the Extreme Rules premium live event. So his next potential title defense could be WWE's next Saudi Arabia premium live event. But there are some reports that are claiming Roman may even miss that event. But in a recent interview before Clash, even Roman said that he'll be on all the Saudi shows. So there is some mixed reports out there. If Roman does in fact miss the Saudi Arabia event, then his next big match and major event appearance could be at Survivor Series. Survivor Series is still looked at as one of WWE's top 4 events of the year. So Roman will most definitely be present for that event. So there's a lot of questions and uncertainty surrounding things with Roman Reigns right now. When will his next title defense be? And does WWE plan on fixing this unified world title situation? A lot of fans are still wondering why WWE put both titles on him when he was going to start being around much less. The reported answer to that question is that the decision to make him unified champion came long before his later scheduled contract came into play. Originally, WWE's intentions and thought was that they could use Roman full-time on both shows, so that Raw and SmackDown could both benefit from his presence. That was the original plan and intention, for Roman to appear very regularly on both shows. But as everyone knows, it's been the opposite. He's only appeared on Raw a handful of times since WrestleMania, and makes a majority of his appearances on SmackDown. So it is an issue that they have to eventually address and find a way to get the world title back on Raw, because it'll be a great help to the product if there was constantly a world title program happening on Raw. It would also be great because it'll lighten the hit of Roman's absences. Whenever Roman isn't on the show, the Raw World Championship could main event that show, and it'll really lighten the blow of Roman not being there. But Roman missing live events and having other non-title matches, main event premium live matches, is something that fans have a problem with. So that's the latest with everything Roman Reigns related. We'll have to wait and see which one of these reports ends up being true in the months to come. Liv Morgan once again beat the odds and was able to defeat Shayna Baszler at Clash at the Castle. After the title defense for Liv, fans noticed that she was crying after the match. BT Sport caught up with Liv Morgan and asked about why she cried. Liv Morgan had this to say, quote, "That was probably the hardest match of my whole entire life. Shayna hit so damn hard. She brought her A game. So I was just happy and emotional just to keep this championship. And also, just have the opportunity. The crowd, the electricity, it felt so momentous that it just touched me." End quote. So Liv was just caught up in the moment and it made her emotional. Liv was definitely booked as the underdog champion heading into the match with Shayna. But Liv is starting to build a nice list of superstars that she's defeated. Liv Morgan has now pinned Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler during this reign, two former massive MMA juggernauts. So Liv's title reign is starting to come to life right now. Ronda's character is still very angry and feels like she's owed another match. So we'll see if Liv could find herself in the ring with Ronda again in the near future, and if she could once again outlast Ronda Rousey. AJ Mendez has been out of in-ring action since mid-2015, and has said several times that she doesn't really see herself ever coming back to the ring. But AJ's answer to that question of her wrestling return does appear to be changing just a bit. AJ recently spoke with MMA Uncaged, and was once again questioned about her future in wrestling. She had this to say, quote, "I mean, look, I've loved training in all kinds of training, so I've definitely gone to train, and it's fun. But all the bugs of wrestling and all those things, there's definitely many people in my ear trying to get me to do things. We're gonna take it slow. We're gonna start with wow. We're gonna start commentating and producing, and just one step at a time." End quote. AJ is currently playing a big role in producing and commentating for WOW Wrestling, and it looks like if she does ever get physical in the ring again, it'll be a slow and gradual return to the ring for AJ. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.